Welcome! This video is the solution to the challenge from TechHub.training, which is the debugging escape room. Well, it appears Toby has already locked you in the annex and you've asked for your first few clues. This video will show you how to find the errors in the Excel file using formula auditing. Once we've found all the errors, we can then use XLOOKUPs and concatenations to write our regex statement for the password. We will need to use a user-defined function to use regex in Excel. Luckily for you, the file Toby gave you is already macro enabled, and the function is already made. Alright, now we can use your Excel skills to escape the annex. You can participate in this challenge by following the link in the description. So once you've downloaded the escape room file from TechHub.training, it is macro enabled and you will actually need to permit those macros under Properties and hit Unblock. And hit Apply and then OK. And this file will then be ready to use. So here we have a couple cells of where we'll be putting the number of errors we find for each type of error. Here is where we'll be using our XLOOKUP formulas. We'll then use the concatenate statement here to combine all of the regex segments, and then we will use the regex match function with the regex statement. So to find all of these values, I think the best way to do it is to kind of keep track of everything is to actually color coordinate it all. And so here in the number of errors, I'm actually going to color some of these cells so we can keep track of them better. The first error type is hard codes. So this is when an actual numerical value was entered in manually instead of using a formula. The best way to find those is to go into the Formulas tab and then show formulas. And this will show everything in the cell, not just the number that it outputs. So here we can already see that some numbers were hard-coded here. And then we'll just use the Format Painter to fill all of them with the red color. Great, so that's the first part. We'll exit out of Show Formulas, and now we can count how many hard codes we found, which is 10. Next is ref errors. This means that there was a formula, but now it is not even referencing the right cell. We can see there's 2 of them. We'll fill those in as orange. And now formula errors. This means that the formula input in the cell isn't matching a lot of the cells right next to it, so they don't have similar formulas. Usually this is that they don't have the entire range selected that we can see here in Q9. We're actually missing this last column here. So a way we can catch all of them quickly is under formulas again and go to error checking. And we can actually start counting both the formula errors and wrong data types. So here we have the formula is incorrect here, and we can just fill that in now. Hit zoom next. The VLOOKUP for AM11, which is right here, also was incorrect. We can hide that green. This 17 was stored as a text, so we'll color that purple. This formula omits adjacent cells, so that's a formula error. Oh, actually, this one is correct. Sometimes Excel will see it and think that it's wrong, but really this is a completely correct formula. So sometimes you got to be careful about those, and so we won't need to color that one. Go to the next one. This is a hard code for a number stored as a text. Also text. This is a formula error. We already counted those reference errors. Number stored as text, make that purple. Wrong formula. Text. And now we see that we've gone through all the errors that Excel could find. So going out of that, we can then count all the formula errors. We can see that there's 8 that we counted. Missing data. Scouring over this table, we can see that there's a missing value here. Make that blue. And another one here. So found 2 missing datas. And then wrong data types. We can count that there is 10 of those. All right, now we can use our X lookups. The value we're looking for is the 10. The lookup array is the numbers 1 through 15. We'll anchor those. And then we'll also anchor the return array for the regex segments. Enter. And so this regex segment says that there are 2 exclamation points. We'll then drag that down, and we can see all the pieces we're needing. And we can concatenate all of those into a single regex statement with the concat function. And so it looks like we're looking for 2 exclamation points, 5 letters, a space, another 5 letters, and then 2 exclamation points. The password will then use the user-defined function, which is found under regex extract. And the text that we'll be looking over is this gray wall text tab. You can just click right in there, hit a comma, and then the other argument is the regex statement we made in A9. And there's our password, hello world. You've escaped the annex, congratulations.